Hey everyone, welcome to Science-Based Fitness. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today we're talking about building a home gym setup. Now I obviously don't have the nicest setup here. It's not the most expensive or most elaborate, but it gets the job done, provides a good stimulus, and it's functional enough for me to hit all of my main lifts I like to hit. Now I'll be straightforward. For a lot of people, you might not need a setup this big. Maybe sticking with your yoga mat, some light bands, and some light dumbbells will give you a good enough workout as it is. Everyone has a different goal and a different strategy and style they train for. But for a lot of you that are trying to put on size and add strength, you need to lift some type of heavier weight. Now, this setup is going to be perfect for what you're looking for, and I will link at the end, not the exact products I have, because I've had these for years, but if I was gonna rebuild this home gym setup, I would go with the products I linked at the end. I've been personal training for the last 10 years, and I've been doing in-home personal training for the last 7. So that's where I actually travel to my clients' homes, and I train them on the spot. Now, I think I have a pretty good assumption of what you need at home to get a good workout, so I'm gonna start this first with my favorite piece of equipment and what I think every home gym setup definitely needs. All right, now hands down, the #1 piece of equipment I definitely recommend is some type of a power rack. This isn't really even technically considered a power rack. I think it's like a half rack or something like that. But this allows me to hit all of my main lifts. Bench press, shoulder press, squats. I even can do decline. I can mix in more functional movements like abs. I can even do some dumbbell exercises here. You can really get creative with a piece of equipment like this. This, of course, goes without saying that you're going to need an Olympic-style bar and some weights. So I just have a simple standard 45-pound bar. I actually have 2 of these. I ended up getting a second one throughout the years. I definitely recommend also getting a very simple clip. They're not very expensive. Now that's the first essential piece of equipment I would invest in my own home gym. Now, like I said at the end, I'm gonna link in the description if I was redoing this whole process and was buying everything from scratch, a product that I would actually probably purchase. So I'll link that at the end. All right, piece of equipment #2 is going to be dumbbells. Now you don't have to have up to 100-pound dumbbells, but having a few that you can adjust through is really gonna be beneficial. Now I have the 5s and 10s right here and some adjustable dumbbells here. You can tell they're pretty beaten up. I definitely recommend investing into some of these simple clips here so you can just slide right on and off. You can buy these pretty cheaply. I think they were $2 and they stay in place pretty well. So those smaller weights on the end of those adjustable dumbbells are typically a lot cheaper because they're not Olympic weights. They're a little bit smaller, typically cheaper, but I can't really overload those bars that heavy. I can't put on 80 pounds or 70 pounds even. The highest I can go is I think 45 or 50. But if you can afford those 40, 50, 60-pound pre-made dumbbells, I definitely recommend doing that. It can get a little bit pricey, but I think it's definitely worth it in the long run because it's so versatile. You can do lunges, bench press, shoulder press. I mean, there's just a laundry list of all of your exercises you can actually do with those dumbbells. So I think my #2 suggestion is definitely going to be buy some type of dumbbells. If you can get an adjustable stack or even some older weights, that's totally fine. They don't have to be brand new. All right, #3 here is gonna be a pretty simple project I actually did myself. It's gonna be a lifting platform. Now, I actually created this lifting platform with a rubber horse stall mat I got from a Tractor Supply store, and that's pretty much it. I got a half a piece of plywood. You can go right into your local hardware store, have them cut it to the size you want it, and I painted the actual piece of hardwood black, and I used a chalk finish. And in one of my other videos, I actually outlined where your feet should go. I did some measurements and things, so it's actually kind of cool having a chalk paint. If you want to maybe put some dashes where your feet are, maybe write some of your PRs or something on there. That's cool also, but I'll show you what this looks like here. It's nothing special, very simple. The horse stall mat, I actually just scored with a razor blade, made sure it was straight, and it actually worked out perfectly. The piece of plywood in the center, it's all actually portable, so I could actually lift each individual piece up. I didn't glue it onto another piece, but this way I don't destroy the concrete floors and I don't make as much noise. So yeah, this was actually a pretty simple and affordable piece of equipment. All right guys, so I feel like everything I've gone through so far is enough for you to get a solid workout. I come down here all the time and I lift these exact weights, these exact machines. I showed you those 3 things and I get a solid workout. Now there's one more piece of equipment I want to show you guys that if you can afford or you have the space for, I definitely recommend. And that's some type of a cable machine. So I've actually had this cable machine since I was 16. It's lasted and I still use it almost every single week. This piece of equipment has paid for itself tenfold, and it's so versatile that I can do things like pull downs, chest press, leg extensions, hamstring curls, and a lot of other movements. Something like this piece of equipment will definitely raise your home gym to a whole new level. Click like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content, and stay tuned for other videos similar to this. Like I said, I linked everything in the description. If I would purchase all of this again, what I would actually get. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget, the #1 piece of equipment every home gym needs. No, you don't need this. A lot of gimmicky stuff out there.